Hello, this is Shay Jackson with Hype Math and Reading. In today's video, we will be reviewing for the 2022 Texas STAAR Math Test for 8th graders. Our concept is comparing rational numbers. This is part 1. Remember, 8th graders, the time to be awesome is now. Do you need a math or reading tutor? We offer virtual one-on-one or group tutoring for 2nd to 8th grade students. Parents, there is a link in the description box so that you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. Our 8th grade STAAR Math Review Workbook is available for purchase in our store. The link is in the description box so that you can grab yours today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and smash the like button so that you will be alerted to new videos we upload, and also to help us spread the word about our STAAR Review Math and Reading videos for 3rd to 8th graders. We greatly appreciate your support. So let's dive in. We will be talking about comparing and ordering rational numbers. So to do that, these are the steps that you need to take. 1, change all numbers to the same form, either decimal or percent. 2, compare the numbers. And then 3, read the instructions to order the numbers. So let's look at some examples of comparing rational numbers. We're going to compare using our less than, greater than, or equal to sign. Remember, the greater than sign always opens up, the mouth opens up to the larger number. 1, we have 8/9 and 90%. 2, we have the square root of 16 and the square root of 8. 3, we have 6/12 and 50%. And 4, we have negative 87/100 and negative 8/9, or negative 8/9. So let's dive into number 1. We have 8/9 and also 90%. So for our step 1, what we said we needed to do is change all of the numbers to the same form. So we made 8/9 into a decimal and also 90% to a decimal as well. Now that we have both numbers in the same form, we need to write our inequality sign. And for our inequality sign, 0.88 is less than 0.90. Let's look at number 2. We have the square root of 16 and the square root of 8. So for our step 1, we are changing all of the numbers to the same form. We found the square root of 16, which is 4, and the square root of 8, rounded to the nearest hundredth, is 2.83. Step 2, we need to compare. And in our comparison, we see that square root of 16 is greater than square root of 8 because 4 is greater than 2.83. Remember, in the inequality signs, the mouth of the inequality always opens up to the larger number. Let's look at number 3. We have 6/12 and 50%. Step 1, we're going to change all the numbers to the same form. We have 6/12 converted to a decimal is 0.50, and 50% converted to a decimal is 0.50 as well. So when we compare the numbers, we know that they are equal to each other. Next, for number 4, we have negative 0.87 and negative 8/9. Our step 1, we are going to change all the numbers to the same form. So because we're going to use the decimal, we have negative 0.87, and to convert negative 8/9 to a decimal, we have negative 88/100 or negative 0.88 when we compare these, the negative 0.87 is greater than negative 0.88. And why is that? Because the numbers are negative, the larger the negative number, actually the smaller the number is. Okay, so I'm going to say it one more time. When we're dealing with negative numbers, the larger the negative number, actually the smaller it is. And that is why negative 0.87 is greater than negative 0.88. And on the number line, it would be the negative 0.87 would be closer to the 0, going towards the larger numbers than negative 0.88. Now let's dive into number 4. And again, these problems are in our workbook that is available in our store for purchase. Okay, the link is in the description box. Which list shows these numbers in order from least to greatest? 37 over 6, negative 5 and 1700ths, the square root of 33, and negative 26 over 5. Okay. And for F, we have negative 26 over 5, negative 5 and 1700ths, 37 over 6, and square root of 33. Answer choice G is negative 5 and 1700ths, negative 26 over 5, 37 over 6, the square root of 33. For H, it's negative 26 over 5, negative 5 and 1700ths, the square root of 33, and 37 over 6. And for J, we have negative 5 and 1700ths, negative 26 over 5, the square root of 33, and 37 over 6. That was a tongue twister, guys. All right, so the first question we need to ask ourselves is the most important question. What are we looking for? We are looking for the list that shows the numbers in order from least to greatest. Now that we know what we're looking for, our next important question is, what information can help find the answer? Okay, what information can help find the answer? The information that can help find the answer is converting all of the numbers, and we've converted them into decimal form. So 37 over 6 is equal to 6 and 1700ths. Negative 5 and 1700ths stays the same since it's already in decimal form. The square root of 33 is equal to 5 and 7400ths, and negative 26 over 5 is converted into negative 5 and 2/10. Okay, so that is the information, us converting all of our rational numbers into decimal form so that we can solve the problem. And so how are we going to do that? In order for us to solve the problem, what we need to do is look at our numbers. And if you notice up top, we have all of the numbers converted to decimal form. We need to see how or which answer choice has the numbers listed from least, which is the smallest number, to greatest, which is the largest number. Okay. So let's look and see, and remember, with the negative numbers, the larger the negative number, the smaller it is, okay? The larger a negative number is, the smaller it is. So in looking and comparing our different numbers, I would first, since we're ordering the numbers from least to greatest, I would look at my negative numbers because they will be the smallest number. And we have negative 5 and 1700ths and also negative 5 and 2/10. So between those two numbers, even though negative 5 and 2/10 is the largest number, seem to be the largest number, that negative sign actually makes it the smallest number. So negative 26 over 5 would be my first number in the list from least to greatest. And then it would be -5 and 1700ths. So again, looking at our answer choices, we see that there are two numbers that start with -26/5 and two that do not. So right now, G and J are out of the running because they do not start with -26/5, which we do know is the smallest number, because again, when dealing with negative numbers, the larger the number, actually, the smaller it is, okay? So we said -26/5 is first, -5 and 1700ths is next. Now we need to focus on 37/6, which when converted is 6 and 1700ths, and the square root of 33 is 5 and 7400ths. Which is smaller out of those two? It is the square root of 33 because it is 5 and 7400ths. And then lastly, these 37/6 would be our last number, or our greatest number, because it's 6 and 1700ths. So our list again would be composed of this: -26/5, then -5 and 1700ths. Next, it will be the square root of 33, and lastly, it would be 37/6. And that is answer choice H. That is the correct answer. And that is it for part 1 of comparing rational numbers. Again, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and smash that like button. If you need a tutor, we are here to assist you be the best you can be this school year. We have a link in the description box for parents to sign up for a free 30-minute consultation. And we have our 8th grade STAAR Math Review Workbook available for purchase in our store. This is Shay Jackson with Hype Math and Reading. I will talk to you later.